bringing you news and information from around the Pacific Command. This is your AFN Pacific Report.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of AFN Pacific Report. I'm Senior Airman Therese Garnier. During a press conference at the Pentagon, the commander of U.S. Pacific Command, Admiral Sam Locklear, warned of the potential consequences to the force brought about by sequestration.
The services are then required to not overhaul ships, not fix airplanes, not do training at home, and to be able to ensure that they push as much resources to the places of the world where it has to be maintained, which will be in Afghanistan or be on the Korean Peninsula. So we're basically hollowing out the force through sequestration. I came in the Navy 41 years ago, and I came into a hollow Navy at that time, a hollow military. And it doesn't take but a year or two to go from a high-performing military. You can make it smaller if you want, but you've got to allow us to do that, manage that efficiently, and the sequestration is not allowing that to happen.
Marine forces on the Korean Peninsula welcomed a new leader during a change of command ceremony in Seoul.
With a 13-gun salute, a new general takes charge of Marines in Korea.
I'm excited to be here. I've worked Korean plans in the past, and it's almost like coming home again. We're very happy to be here, excited to be part of this team.
Major General Owens already has high hopes for his Marines.
My first message to the Marines here is I am here to serve. I'm going to give you my best. I'm going to give you 100%. I expect the same of you, and I look forward to the next couple of years working together side by side with our Rock brothers.
Changing command feels wonderful because of the team that I see coming in. I do not believe there's a more qualified Major General in the United States Marine Corps than Little John Chris Owens and his lovely bride, Rita.
Well done. Continue the mission.
While Major General Regner leaves, he has memories to take with him.
I would just like to say that the best service members and most loyal families get the opportunity to come to Korea. It's one of the best kept secrets, I believe, in the Department of Defense. And my wife, Mary, and I have thoroughly enjoyed this opportunity to both strengthen the alliance and take care of our families while deployed here. Thank you, kamsamnida, kapshida, and pilsung, certain victory.
Reporting from Yongsan, Korea, I'm Petty Officer Chris Church.
Air Force security forces must be prepared to defend their installation on a moment's notice. Air Force Staff Sergeant Will Bracey accompanied airmen from the 8th Security Forces Squadron at Kunsan Air Base, Korea, as they tested their mission readiness.
Voices, radios, and rifles echo through Kunsan Air Base's Wolfpack Park. Two teams of security forces airmen exchange fire with opposition forces, or OP-4, hiding between buildings. Staff Sergeant Shauna Lawler, the leader of the OP-4 team, has already planned his attack.
My fire team, or OP-4 fire team, we're ready to go. Hopefully we'll try to flank them, confuse them, so they get mixed up, and we just take them out.
But security forces find the flaw in his plan and take him out.
Oh, come on.
With Staff Sergeant Lawler out of the way, it's up to his support to continue to resist.
Get it on the team, go!
You're going to be looking around the corner, have your weapon up ready to go.
Move! Move!
The security teams push through and eliminate the OP-4 team. But it's not over yet. The fire team leader, Staff Sergeant Miguel Rowley, and his airmen have to make sure that every walkway, every building, and every corner of the site is secure.
You know, you're always sitting back as an airman, taking command, you start learning, you get anxious, and then you start getting put in command. As a squad leader, you got 3, 4 fire teams with you, and you just move. It's one of the greatest feelings.
At the end of the exercise, Sergeant Rowley reflects on his team's performance.
They listened to everything, they called out everything. I, as a squad leader, didn't have to worry about too much. You know, they were telling me, inputting me, and I was just making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. If I gave out a command, they executed perfectly.
Air Force Staff Sergeant Will Bracey, Kunsan Air Base, South Korea.
Soldiers at Camp Zama were demonstrating a different sort of mission readiness and capability, that of hand-to-hand combat during a combatives competition.
24 soldiers from various units on Camp Zama flexed their skills during this year's combatives tournament, which was held recently at Yano Fitness Center. During the first stage, more than 30 matches were held in heavy, light heavy, cruiser, middle, and welterweight classes, following standard competition rules, which restricted the competitors to using only groundwork-based grappling techniques.
The intent is to build esprit de corps among the troops, to build confidence in every soldier that should have in order to engage the enemy in close combat if needed.
The top 3 winners from each class then moved on to the second stage and competed for the gold medal following intermediate competition rules, which allowed for limited striking.
It feels good. Last year, I didn't do as well. I played second, so I really wanted to walk away with first place today. It's here to make sure that we're ready to go down range and to fight with the hand-to-hand combat. So to get out here and to show my soldiers, to represent my family, represent my unit, it really meant a lot.
Honestly, it feels good because I practice a lot on my own with judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I was very comfortable. I think the most important thing is just the confidence that competing gives you.
After individual awards were presented to the winners, a team award was also presented to the 78th Signal Battalion, based on their number of participants and their points scored during the tournament.
I expect those winners, or all soldiers competed today, are winners to me. I would expect them to continue doing what they're doing and spread the knowledge of what they've learned and what they've done here amongst the ranks, especially in their units.
Reporting for U.S. Army Garrison, Japan, I'm Jay Mann.
Coming up, a language competition in Korea. But first, let's take a look around the Pacific Command in today's snapshots.
An MV-22B Osprey lifts off after unloading Marines during Exercise Talisman Sabre 2013 in Australia. An F-16 Fighting Falcon takes off from Misawa Air Base during a ground target attack exercise. Sailors aboard USS Blue Ridge man the rails as the ship pulls into Sydney, Australia for a port call. And that's a look around the Pacific Command in today's snapshots.
In the military, you're only as strong as your weakest link, and teamwork is everything. That was certainly the case for 2 soldiers in Korea who employed teamwork and communication to achieve their goals.
Army Sergeant Micah Grody and teammate Army Staff Sergeant Juan Pak are competing in the 2nd annual Korean language competition at Camp Humphreys. They believe their familiarity gives them an advantage.
Having worked with each other for a long time in our shop, that definitely is kind of an advantage. And since we speak to each other in Korean all the time, there's already that able to understand each other.
Competing as a team has many challenges. Sergeant Pak believes he knows an important key to overcoming them.
Since it's a team effort, the 2 of us have to compete at the same time. Maintaining and getting a clear understanding of everything that's going on the whole time while we're doing the competition. I think that's the hardest part. Not just one of us doing well, it's the both of us that have to do well.
Fried chicken? It's a very unique language, a very challenging language, which is why I feel the competitors here, they should be proud of what they do, regardless of what results they get.
Specialist Aaron Loy, Camp Humphreys, Korea.
One college student is spending her summer break at Yokosuka helping kids learn to swim, thanks to a partnership between stateside colleges and the overseas military community.
Melissa Magallanes, also known as Miss Strawberry, is one of Adventure Day Camp's swim instructors.
She's very patient. She enjoys being with the kids. She's energetic.
The Adventure Day Camp program employs students from several U.S. colleges who are trained in lifeguarding and swim instruction. They are sent to bases all over the world. Miss Strawberry is one of 23 students chosen to come to Fleet Activities Yokosuka.
This is actually my first summer out, but a lot of people have been doing it for a lot of summers because it's a really great program. You get to work with kids, and that's something I really like to do. And you're also helping out military families, which is a really good way of giving back to them.
Her students say whether she's instructing or not, Miss Strawberry's bubbly personality is refreshing.
I've been doing swimming lessons, and this is my first year doing it, and Miss Strawberry's a nice, fun teacher.
She turns the pool into a playground.
They haven't really had a lot of experience swimming before, so a lot of them are just trying to, get their head underwater, blowing bubbles. I get them trying to swim by themselves finally. A lot of them have really progressed since the first day.
Magallanes will continue instructing at the pool until she goes back to the States in mid-August. She plans to continue volunteering for the program. Seaman Sonia Wickard, Yokosuka Naval Base, Japan.
Overseas military installations are organized and operated as very tightly knit communities. That concept is on full display as a group of dedicated sailors at Misawa put in some old-fashioned manual labor to help the base's elementary school.
Misawa Air Base's local elementary school recently received a helping hand from chiefs and first-class petty officers as part of CPO 365.
CPO 365 is a 365-day training program for chiefs in training, first-class petty officers that are aspiring to be chiefs, and we all come together. We do training, we do classes, we do PT, and we do things like we're doing today, helping out in the community.
There are many important aspects to becoming a chief, but companionship takes the cake when wearing the anchors.
One of the most important things we learn as 365 is camaraderie, working together as a team. There are some people who have been doing community relations for a while, and there are some others who may be new to the E6 ranks. So what we learn together is leadership.
Programs like CPO 365 exist to benefit both its members and the host community.
CPO 365, we're always doing great things. We're always looking for other opportunities to help out in the community.
Airman First Class Jean-Marc Petro, Misawa Air Base, Japan.
That's it for this newscast. From all of us here at AFM Pacific, thanks for watching.